Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my first impressions look on the Under Armour or Curry brand Curry 1 Low Flotro. So yes, they did Flotro the Curry 1. Of course we have the Anafoam, and of course the Curry 1, the regular version, was a high top shoe, and of course we do have a low top shoe as well. I remember the icon too. The icon from Under Armour was amazing. The amount of customization that they gave us was absolutely insane. Now they don't have it, unfortunately. I don't think. I'm not 100% sure, but they don't have any for basketball shoes, right? But anyways, the Curry 1 Low Flotro is going for 150 bucks. If you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. But let's get it started off with the Tracciones, and the traction is very reminiscent of the Curry 1, kind of, right? So the Curry 1, I have right here my icons, and then I have the regular 1 Low here. And we have the line going through the outsole, which is kind of nice, and also the Under Armour logo is here in the heel too. So that's pretty nice, but the herringbone traction pattern is different. Instead of the herringbone, we have the flow outsole pattern, right? And from the Curry 9, this has been kind of like the outsole pattern that they've been using in the Curry flow outsoles. So it's nice that they kind of changed it up, but it's still really similar. But it's nice that they added this line. Of course, taking inspiration from the Curry 1 outsole. It's flow, and flow is really nice. I mean, it almost stops too hard, especially if you're playing on a really clean court. Even when I'm playing on a dusty court, it still has a pretty nice bite. Just need to wipe a little bit, and it's a really easy wipe. But I did have some reports from you guys saying it's really bad on dust for some reason. But from my experience, from like, you know, the Curry 9, the Curry 8, the Curry 4 Flotro, the Flow Future X 1 and 2, all those have been really nice. Maybe it's the court that I'm using. Even though it's dirty, just from my experience, it's been really nice, right? Also for durability, I did play with the Curry 8s on an outdoor court, remember, during quarantine, and it actually was pretty damn nice, or better than what I was expecting. I definitely don't think it's like really good or the best option for an outdoor court, but you can definitely make it work. So yeah, I mean, the Curry 1 Flotro has the flow outsole, and it seems really nice. It also has no squeak like every other flow outsole, right? So there's that. Moving on to the heel to toe transition. So it feels pretty damn smooth so far, right? So here in the heel, we got a nice curved shape. It takes a lot of inspiration from the Curry 1, which I like. You know, it's a very similar shape, right? And then here in the forefoot, we have a very curved shape as well, and a lot of forefoot flex, which is really nice. But there is an internal midfoot shank plate. So that's nice for torsional support. But here in the forefoot, there is a nice flex. So overall heel to toe transition is very nice. Moving on to the cushioning setup. So we got full length flow, and I love how in the tech specs, Under Armour says that it has nice bounce. It does not have any bounce. It has very little compression as well, especially comparing it to the charged foam here in the regular Curry 1, right? So it says charged right here, right? So I like how they kind of kept it the same as far as the description goes. So it says charge here, and it says flow here for the flow, right? And as far as the comparison goes, the heel definitely feels a little bit better. There's a little bit more compression in the regular Curry 1 as opposed to the Flotro. And honestly, like, flow isn't that nice, you know. It's really responsive and low to the ground usually, right? In all of the setups that I played in, like the Curry 9, the Curry 8 and stuff like that, that's been it, right? But as far as bounce goes, or like softness or compression, especially here in the heel, it's not that nice. And also the insole's not bad. You know, there's a little bit of compression from the insole, so the stepping comfort is all right. It's a nice, like, or thicker ortholite insole, and then underneath that, the strobo board is actually very stiff. So, you know, insoles usually bottom out, so that's probably what will happen in this shoe as well. So stepping comfort, I don't think it's gonna be amazing. And as far as the cushioning setup goes, it feels pretty much the exact same as like the Curry 9 and the Curry 8, right? So yeah, that definitely does suck, because a Flotro is, you know, like, it's supposed to be like a retro, but they're using flow. But flow is definitely not an improvement in cushion, especially comparing it to like charged or micro G, right? So there is the cushioning setup. Pretty much the same exact feel as the all the other shoes that have the flow outsole and midsole. So it's getting a little old, honestly, for me. And also they changed it up a little bit as well, right? So if you're a diehard Curry fan and you wanted a retro of the Curry ones, and which they did, but they only released like a couple of colorways, I believe this year, right? But yeah, they're not using antifoam in this. They're using what they're calling just a textile material, right? They don't even have a name for it. Remember in the regular Curry one, actually, oh, this one says Icon, which I forgot, which is really cool. But in the regular Curries, right, it says antifoam right here, and that's what they're using it for the upper, right? But here in the Flotros, they're using a textile material, and it feels a lot different. And different is not worse or better. I feel like this is definitely an improvement. You know, this material actually feels softer, it conforms to your foot a little bit better as well. Also like a little bit like, actually no, they're around the same thickness, I would say, right? But the antifoam is a little bit like stiffer, right? This textile material is a little bit softer, and also the pattern, like you can see the ventilation holes in the Curry one. In the Flotro, there's none. So if you wanted like an actual retro of the shoe, you're not really gonna get it. You know, it's a little bit different. I guess they did keep like this fuse here in the toe box, which is nice, right? For extra durability. And then also for the Under Armour logo, it's in the same spot, which is nice. And the heel cup. The heel cup, it says SC, and I really like how they kept the old Steph Curry logo. And also here on the regular Curry 1 Low, we have this old Steph Curry logo as well. But then in the Flotro, this is kind of nice. We have the old one, it's like a holographic material, and it has the new Curry logo and also the old school Curry logo. And in my opinion, the old one looks a lot better, but that's a nice little touch. But also the tongue is pretty much the same as well. There's very minimal padding. It's a half booty construction tongue as well, and it's made of like this mesh. And it's pretty much the same exact mesh as the regular Curry one. And then here in the ankle area, we have very minimal padding. It's pretty much the same as the regular Curry one as well. So I guess it is an improvement. This textile material does feel a little bit softer and just as supportive. But if you're kind of like nitpicky and you wanted pretty much the same exact material as the antifoam, you're not going to get it here in the Flotros. Alright, moving on to the fit. I went true to size and it fits me very, very well, right? So lengthwise, I'm good to go. My toes go pretty much right to the edge of the shoe. It also is slightly narrow. I can feel the side of my foot kind of like being squeezed just a tiny bit. It's not painful or anything though. And then here in the toe box, it's actually a little bit more snug than the regular Curry one. The Curry one, this part, especially when I tightened the laces here pretty tight, this would scrunch up a little bit. Right? I don't know if you can see it on camera, just a tiny bit. So that definitely is a little bit of an improvement as well, but it's pretty much the same exact fit as the regular Curry one, right? All right, moving on to the support and lockdown. I don't feel like there's gonna be any issues, right? As far as lateral counters go, it doesn't have anything, but neither did the regular Curry one Low. Right, the antifoam material is actually super supportive, so we'll have to see because they're using a different material, but there's zero stretch to this textile material, so I don't think there's going to be any issues with lateral containment, right? Especially here in the forefoot. Here in the heel, we have the heel cup. So yeah, you should be good here in the heel. And also for lateral stability, you should be fine as well. You know, we have a little bit of an outrigger, but it is a wide base and you're low to the ground. Let's actually see which shoe is wider. It'll probably be the same, right? Yep, it's around the same. And the Curry one Low was good for lateral stability for me. But moving on to the weight of the shoe, the weight, it seems pretty damn light. You know, shoes that have flow are usually really, really light. So I'm guessing, yeah, okay, so 10.72 ounces. Let's check the other pair. 10.83 ounces, right? So super duper light. In comparison to the Curry 9, we have, yeah, 10.23 ounces. So it's a little bit heavier than the Curry 9, but it's still extremely, extremely light. The Curry 1 Low is 11.08 ounces. So it's not even that much heavier than the Flotro. Yeah, it's not even that much heavier, so not that big of a weight difference. And then the regular Curry one is probably 11.89 ounces, still pretty damn light. So yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. I thought the Flotro was going to be a good amount lighter than the regular Curry one Low, but it's not. It's like 0.2 ounces, which is pretty much nothing. And it feels really similar on foot, right? But the one thing that definitely is an improvement though is the traction. The Curry 1 Low traction actually wasn't amazing. On a clean court it's amazing, but on dust I did have a lot of issues, right? Especially like wiping it off, it was annoying. And once too much dust built up, I would slide around. So that definitely is an improvement as well. As far as the aesthetics go, I like it. This colorway looks amazing as well, and I kind of like how it looks very similar to the regular Curry 1 Low, right? It's very, very similar in design, like the overall silhouette. I mean, if you look closely, you can definitely tell it's a different shoe, right? But overall silhouette, it looks the same, and of course, like the Curry 4 Flotro was very, very different and then the regular Curry 4. So I do like how they kept it pretty similar. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So yeah, I mean, it's a Curry 1 Flotro and it's using flow. So yeah, it'll probably be a very good performer, just like the Curry 9. I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. So yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sick of Flotros. It's literally the same exact shoe with a little bit of a different upper. And honestly, in my personal opinion, upper isn't that big of a thing that I need. As long as, you know, it's thin, it's supportive, and it conforms to my foot pretty well, I don't really care about the upper, you know what I mean? So I wish they would do something different, you know what I mean? Maybe they can put like a Strobel board, you know, like a Flow Strobel or something. But Flow also isn't that soft, so give us a different cushion, please, you know, or make Flow softer, you know? But anyways, that's my first impressions on the Curry 1 Low Flotro. Again, if you guys want to cop, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.